Hello, I'm V-Shing from DVS. More than 7 weeks ago, I created my first video, and the topic is 3 ways to stream using one camera. That was my first achievement. I was a bit embarrassed by the quality. This is the first time I tried it. First time I do my own video. Today is my 5th video I'm doing it, and the topic for today is streaming using multiple cameras. So I hope you can learn something about it. I hope it's informative and interesting. So the topic for today will be break into 4 parts. Why and when we use multiple camera. 2, what is required for multiple camera beside cameras, and what the advantage of multiple camera, and what is the disadvantage of multiple camera. This is the 4 topic I want to talk about it. I hope you can digest, learn, and maybe discuss with your friend or colleague whether multiple camera is the way to go or not. Okay, on the first topic is why and when we use multiple camera. The main reason is when you require more than one talking head. Talking head, it means like this is one talking head. When you have facing like more than one talking head, there's 2 talking head, maybe sit side by side. Alright, you will need each talking head 1 camera. Because if you're using 1 camera for 2 talking head, you will have this thing that you say the panning from one head to the other head. Then when the guy finished talking, you have to pan back to the other guy. This panning is actually quite irritating if it's occurred too much. That's why it's best to have 2 cameras to 2 talking head. And when one finished talking, when the next talking head talk, you can actually switch immediately to it. And this cut off the panning, which is a bit irritating. The other reason is why we want multiple camera. Actually, my personal wishes also is I wish that I can have 2 cameras to shoot 1 person. Why? Because sometimes I want the shot beside a direct shot, I want a shot that is from my left side or the right side, okay, or a shot that is much closer up to me. For the closer up, you can cheat in a way by using 1 camera. You make sure you buy a 4K camera, record in 4K, but the good news is streaming do not require 4K. The highest it goes is HD. So you can use the 4K quality to do the post to crop it in. So you can cut it. But what happened was some people don't want just a short highlight cut. They want a cut that is maybe from a left side corner or bottom side corner, left side bottom or higher, because this kind of shot can create different feel. For example, I suddenly talk about how small I feel, then it's best to have a high shot from the left side or the right side. If I'm talking about how great or how good a certain product or certain featured things It's nice to have a shot that is from the bottom upward. It gives the impression, because a single shot, direct shot, it's difficult to give the impression. It all depends on the guy, the person who talk have a better facial expression. It's not easy for anybody. Another reason we may want to use multiple camera is because we want to do that one shooting. Give you a scenario. If I'm using one camera but two talking head, and the video is like question and answer style, you have to do best shoot it. One person asking the question, finish, then you reposition the other guy, and the guy do the answering. It can be done, but it must done in a post. You cannot do it live. Then the feeling of not instant response or whatever is very rigid in a way to show this video, because the guy is not acting, not react according to that time, is react based on the script that he have. Sometimes it feel looks fake. So that's why sometimes we want to use one shooting. One shooting means at one time, two camera, for example, and two person, each camera shoot the other person. So what happened was, when the question asked the interview asked the question, the other guy can respond immediately, and it been recorded. That feeling of true talking, the feeling of not faking the talk, is very easily achieved and accomplished. So you can get more realistic video out of it. Then with two cameras, two talking head, plus recorder and streaming devices, you can actually shoot it in one time live on the spot. You don't need to do post because of this requirement. So now you know when and why we require multiple camera. But to do a multiple camera, what we require, especially when you want it to be live, you first require a video switch or mixer to switch between the camera. Alright, this will help to switch between the camera. Then you may need a recorder, video recorder, to do a recording. The camera will do the recording, but ideally during the switch you still have a recording. So this recording can act as a backup or your proof. The third thing you may require, and the most important thing that you may require for multiple camera, is a streaming device. Or if you're using a computer to stream, you need a capture device. This will complete the thing of it. Now, what's the advantage of multiple cameras? When you go for the multiple camera workflow, and you buy, just now I mentioned the three things, you have added video playback as one of the options. If a single camera, you cannot do it, there's no video playback. But with multiple cameras plus the switch, you have the choice of putting a multiple video playback, whether in a picture form or in a full frame. Another advantage, you can add PowerPoint presentation, your computer presentation. into it in your workflow. Whether it's a picture or in the full frame. You have the choice there. You can add titles, caption, logos, graphics, and even photos to your live streaming workflow. You want to make it far better, you can actually create virtual background or actual background to do it. Virtual background, ideally you put a green screen behind it or blue screen, so you can key it off and replace it. And one of my personal favorite of using multiple cameras is you can preview before you go live. But there are some switches outside do not allow you to preview. I will prefer a switcher, both software or hardware, that allow you to preview your clips. Instead of switch and realize that it's not the correct one, I need to change again. So with video switch, you can actually preview the next clip. You can actually prepare, preview before you turn it on. Another advantage of a multiple camera workflow is, especially when you add a recorder into it, you can assure you can record in a better quality, or you can record on a smaller quality, which is maybe same quality as your streaming quality. But I strongly recommend record at a higher quality, because your stream do not require higher quality. But after the event over, you one day may want to use your video clips again for other function, not just streaming, for other function. So if you did record in a higher quality, you have no problem re-edit on that clips. Alright, so this is what you call backup for the future. One more thing about multiple camera workflow is it can go both ways. It can work as a live streaming production, or you can work as a post-production streaming. You still can plan your workflow and you can improve it. If you do it a post, you can improve it. But you want to do it live, you also no problem, because a lot of things are there for you to supplement your thing. So it's easily go live. Okay, then the advantage of multiple camera workflow is, like I mentioned, you buy a device, whether it's capture device or a streaming device. You can stream directly to the CDN platform, and especially you go for the streaming device, you have the choice of recording as a backup, the same quality video as you stream as recording as a backup. Why you need it? Because sometimes during the actual streaming, the audio and video are in sync and it's beautiful. Everybody here, everybody happy with it. But after the event over, your CDN platform will keep the clips for some time. Sometimes the clip they keep, the audio or video are not synced. Somehow or another, they got face problem on that side. If you did recorded your video clips while you stream, you can easily re-upload that same clip and overwrite the old one. If you don't do recording, you have an issue here. You stuck with this problem. So streaming and recording is quite advisable. I strongly recommend you to do that. Don't just stream. Stream and record will be a nice solution for you. Now, what is the weakness of multiple camera? The most noticeable, most obvious is higher cost. when you go for multiple camera, you need to add on the switch, you need to add on the streaming device, and you need to add on the recorder. All these are costs. If your player is a bit more complex and all these things, you need to add on other things like converters and other things. Another weakness is there's more things to learn in this multiple camera workflow. It's not just streaming and cameras. Now you have a switch, the recorder, converters, computers, and many other things. But for me, this is not a good weakness because I can gain more knowledge on it. And with this knowledge, I can apply in my other video or other thing that I will face. For example, if I gain the knowledge how to use the video switch, I can do, beside video streaming, I can do event. I can do a live event without streaming, also not a problem. With live event, that means I can do more things. I can cover a concert style, I can cover weddings and many more things. That means I'm expanding my scope of coverage when I learn more about this. Another weakness with more of all these things is complexity. You got more devices, you got more chances of facing problem. You need the knowledge to how to overcome it. So when you have more cameras, more switch, recorders and many other things, each one of them may give problem one day, and you need to know, you need to learn how to overcome it, how to adapt according to it. So it's increase the complexity, increase the chances of going wrong. But again, I say, you are learning. So it's good as a human being to gain more knowledge. So that's all for today. I have shown you why and when we require multiple camera. I also show you what is required for multiple camera. I also show you the advantage and disadvantage of using multiple cameras. I hope it is interesting and informative. So I'm V-Shing from DVS. For any inquiries, here is my email address. Please email me. Okay. Goodbye and God bless.